Good morning. Now, if I was to ask you how it is that you feel about yourself, I wonder what you'd tell me. Perhaps you'd tell me that you feel like you deserve to have all of these wonderful things in life. Or maybe you feel like you don't. Maybe you feel like, you're not good enough in some way. Or perhaps just that you're not worth it. Or maybe you might start talking to me about your body and telling me all of the parts of yourself that you don't like or that you wish were different somehow. Or maybe you love your body. Whatever it is and however it is that you feel about yourself, I am going to share with you now some little tiny things that you can start building into your daily routine and start paying attention to that will help you to grow that sense of self-worth, because you are worth it. We are all worth it. And your sense of self-worth and self-esteem is like a battery. And we need to take time each day to appreciate ourselves and to charge that battery up. Because if you don't charge your battery every day, you are never going to be operating from the optimum level of self-value. So speaking of chargers, the very first thing that I'm going to share with you right now, let me just get this for you, is this. And I know that you know what one of these is and that you're probably already using one of these. I'd say every day when you go to plug your phone in at night. And the reason that you do that is so that when you wake up in the morning and you reach for your phone, it's there, ready to go, fully charged and able to carry you through the next day. So what I want you to do is this. This charger that you're using every day, I want you to take that moment and I want you to anchor a little ritual onto that plugging in of your phone. And you take your phone, you put your phone on the end of the charger, and then you breathe. And you begin to pat yourself on the back for any little wins that you've had that day. And perhaps it's something really big. Maybe you've finally finished a work project, or, got round to cleaning out that cupboard under the stairs. Or maybe it's just a tiny thing. Maybe you just got out of bed. And whatever it is that you did, big or small, I want you to use that moment of plugging your phone in to charge not just your phone, but yourself at the same time. And to just build that into your day. So easy to do. And the second thing that you can do each day, which is really important, and I like to call this a power shower. And I tend to have, I'll just put this charger down. I tend to have most of my clients doing this from the very first session. And I'm sure that you already know about the importance of having and expressing gratitude in our life. But it's so easy, isn't it, just to go from day to day and to be so busy with everything it is that we have to do that we just don't take that time, that necessary time out to be grateful and to think about the things around us that we really appreciate. So just like anchoring that experience to the phone, what I want you to do is this. When you go to get in your shower each day, I want you to turn on that water. And I want you to step into that shower. And I want you to be there, fully present in your body. Not drifting off in your mind and thinking about all the things you've got to do and what happened yesterday and rehearsing conversations you're going to have with people or whatever it is that you do in the shower. I want you to train yourself to spend a few moments inside of your body. And you're going to smell all the wonderful scents of the soap and feel the steam on your face and listen to the sound of the running water and just feel that sensation as that water touches your skin. And what you're doing in that mindful moment is switching off thoughts, switching off overwhelm, and just enjoying being there in your senses. And that power to be in your senses like that is a muscle. It's a mindfulness muscle. And training this muscle helps to change the structure of your brain so that you can shrink down your amygdala, the alarm system of the mind, and so that you can reconnect your mind and your body in a way that they trust and love each other again. So starting each day with this little ritual is very important. And after you've been there mindfully present in your body inside of that shower, that's when I want you to take the next time, the next moment, to consider all of the things in life that you love. And again, it can be tiny things. It can be you love the way that the sun shines in the morning. You love the sound of the birds in the garden. Or it could be that you love your children and your family. Or maybe that you love that you've got some time off coming at the weekend. Whatever it is that you love about your life, put it into that shower and turn your morning shower into that power shower. And see how it begins to shift and change the way that your whole day unfolds. So the third thing that I'm going to encourage you to do is to do with helping your mind and body connect even more. Because I don't know about you, but over the winter months, I tend to put on a little bit of weight, a few kilos here and there over Christmas. And then as the weather starts to warm up and summer starts approaching, and here we are having our spring cleanse, you start to think about, wearing bikinis and shorts and getting out there. And you start to maybe think about wanting to lose that extra padding that you've put on over Christmas and winter. And when we do this, you start to think about wanting your body to be a different way than how it is right now. And that desire to change creates a gap. And it's a gap between where you are right now and where you want to be. And if we're not careful, that gap can cause us some pain. It can cause us some disharmony between your mind and your body. So it's very important that even if you want to be a different body shape, and even if you want to look a different way, that you take time out to appreciate your body for what it is right now, because your body is not an ornament. Your body is an instrument, and it's the beautiful instrument that you use to experience your world. So waken up all of your senses, and a really good way to do this is if you are using cream every day, perhaps face cream, or maybe as summer's coming now, the sun cream, I want you to, again, be mindfully present in your body when you're putting that cream on and enjoy the smells, the sensation, the massage, and just talk to your body. I don't care if it's in your head or out loud. But give your body that appreciation. I love you. Or maybe your face. I love you face. And I know it sounds silly, but showing that appreciation really does begin to build up much more trust between mind and body, because your body is like a child and it has to put up with whatever it is that you do to it. However you treat it, however you care for it, whatever you feed yourself or whatever you're doing to it, your body has no choice. So it talks to you through feelings. So rebuilding that connection with something as simple as this makes a big difference. And it can really help you to start to appreciate yourself in a whole new way. So that's 3 little things that you can build into your day. And they're very, very easy things to do. I don't know how you want to remember these things, but I have got a cheat sheet that I'm including with this video. So perhaps you can sign up with Nourish or contact me directly if you want the cheat sheet to go with this video so that you have permanent reminders. And then the last two things that I want to talk about with regards to self-worth and self-value and improving it is more to do with lifestyle, and it's more to do with the way that you live day to day. Because your mind and body connection requires that you are in tune with yourself. It requires calibrating. And we all have this tendency, don't we, when we get uncomfortable feelings where we want to distract ourselves. And sometimes with overwhelming feelings, distraction is one of the perfect, most suitable tactics to use. But what I want you to do is to start listening to your body a lot more, to start hearing what it has to say, because your feelings are like a language. And the more that you listen and pay attention to those feelings, the more you understand the language of your body, and the more in harmony you feel. You have that sense of inner peace, because your body is constantly trying to communicate with you. And I don't know how much you pay attention to that right now. But there are no bad and good feelings. There's only helpful and unhelpful ones. And they're all just messages. So little things, for example, like hunger is a really good example of this, because more often than not, we can eat for emotional reasons. We can eat because we're bored, especially, if you are living in Mallorca, there's so many wonderful restaurants. It's very easy to overindulge. And the more you start familiarizing yourself with what hunger really feels like in your body, for example, and rating it out of 10 throughout the day, the more you begin to recognize when it is that you need to eat versus when it is that you're just mindlessly eating. So having a little rule in place, for example, that says, I'm only going to eat when my hunger is a level 6, means that you are listening to your body, you're paying attention to your body, and it makes it very easy to control your weight a lot more. And then there's so many other emotions that you can pay attention to. And just notice how they are there. How are they? Where are they in your body? How are they moving? Do they have a colour or a sensation? And asking yourself, what is this feeling telling me? What is this feeling really telling me that I need, or that my body needs right now? Because the more that you build up that trust, and the more that your body trusts you to look after it, the more secure and self-assured you feel inside, which is a really powerful feeling. And then the last thing that I want to bring up, we've done quite a lot in this video, haven't we? Which is why I think the cheat sheet is quite helpful. I hope you're not overwhelmed with all this information. The last thing that I'm going to talk to you about very, very quickly, it's very brief, is your self-talk, because it's pretty hard to feel good about yourself if you've got this negative voice beating yourself up inside of your brain. And we have around 70,000 thoughts in a day, and unfortunately, most of them do tend to be on the negative side. So it's vital that you listen and take note to what's going on in your own thought processes. What is it like, that voice that you use to talk to yourself inside of your mind? And what words do you tell yourself? Are you kind to yourself? Do you speak to yourself the way that you would a friend? Or are you being mean to yourself inside of that head? So what I've done for you on the cheat sheet is I've attached a little gift. It's an audio and it's quite fun. It's a fun way to start shifting some of those negative voices and to build up your own inner cheerleader a lot more instead. So I really hope that you've found some value in this little video today, and that you've got one or two things that you can take away from it and start doing inside of your own life to begin to feel even better about who you are. And if you did find it useful, do feel free to look me up. You can find me on Facebook or at my website, pippahelps.com. And I am a clinical and conversational hypnotherapist. I'm also a mindfulness and CBT practitioner. So what that means is that I help people right here in Mallorca on the island, and also online, And I focus on using the tools that I have and the skills that I have to help people overcome such a wide range of issues. So you know where to find me. And do stay tuned, because tomorrow I'm going to be talking about worry and stress and anxiety. And I'm going to be explaining the difference between the three and giving you some little ways to relieve yourself and cleanse yourself of these three human conditions. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.